Ease of Doing Business and Efficient Government Service Delivery Act of 2018. Good day everyone, I am Richel Rojas and I am with Giancarlo Sawela, and at this point we will be presenting the Republic Act number 11032, also known as the Ease of Doing Business and Efficient Government Service Delivery Act of 2018. This law serves as an amendment to the Anti-Red Tape Act of 2007, which is also known as the Republic Act number 9485. Its primary purpose is to make government services more efficient and accessible by addressing challenges related to red tape and administrative inefficiencies. We will explore the key provisions, coverage, and implications of this law and how it contributes to building a more business-friendly and transparent government. Republic Act 11032 amends the Anti-Red Tape Act of 2007, the RA 9485, by addressing gaps and limitations in the earlier law, while RA 9485 laid the foundation for reducing administrative. RA 11032 strengthens and expands its scope, enforcing stricter measures for transparency and accountability, and introducing advanced technological solutions to minimize human intervention. The purpose of RA 11032, the Act was introduced to achieve three major objectives. Number 1, encourage competitiveness. By simplifying and speeding up government processes, the law helps create a better business environment for local and international investors. Deliver quality services. It ensures that the public can access government services quickly, transparently, and efficiently. And the last one is, requires government agencies to streamline business registration and compliance procedures. This law mandates government agencies to eliminate unnecessary steps and requirements, focusing on streamlining business registration and regulatory compliance. For the declaration of policy, the law is grounded in the principles of integrity, accountability, and transparency. Specifically, it promotes integrity, accountability, proper management of public affairs and public property, effective practices and efficient turnaround, prevention of graft and corruption. And this law reflects the state's commitment to uphold honesty, responsibility, and openness in public service, as mandated by the 1987 Philippine Constitution, Article 2, Section 27. This act shall apply to all government offices and agencies, including local government units or the LGUs, government-owned or controlled corporations, and other government instrumentalities, whether located in the Philippines or abroad, that provide services covering business and non-business related transactions as defined in this act. What is red tape? Let us understand what we mean by red tape. Red tape refers to the regulations, administrative procedures, or systems that are ineffective or detrimental in achieving its intended objectives, and as results, these create delays, additional costs, and frustrations for individuals and businesses. The key provisions of the Act to combat red tape and inefficiency, the RA 11032 introduces these significant provisions. Number 1, automatic approval of renewal. If a government agency fails to act on an application within the prescribed time, it is automatically deemed approved or renewed, provided all requirements are met. Number 2, Citizens Charter. Every agency must publish an updated Citizens Charter containing service standards, processing times, required documents, fees, procedures for filing complaints. These charters ensure transparency and inform citizens of their rights and responsibility. Number 3, Zero Contact Policy. This minimizes face-to-face interactions between applicants and government personnel to prevent bribery and corruption. All transactions must use online systems whenever possible. Types of transactions. RA 11032 categorizes transactions based on complexity to set realistic timeframes for completion. Number 1, simple transactions. It requires minimal processing and must be completed within 3 working days. Number 2, complex transactions involve discretion and additional steps with a maximum processing time of 7 working days. Number 3 is highly technical transactions that require specialized skills and knowledge to be completed within 20 working days. These timelines hold agencies accountable for delivering services promptly. The acceptance of application or request. All officers or employees shall accept written applications, requests, and or documents being submitted by applicants or requesting parties. The receiving officer or employee shall perform a preliminary assessment of the application or request submitted with its supporting documents to ensure a more expeditious action on the application or request. The receiving officer or employee shall immediately inform the applicant or requesting party of any deficiency in the accompanying requirements, which shall be limited to those enumerated in the Citizens Charter. Number 3, the receiving officer or employee shall assign a unique identification number to application or request, which shall be identifying number for all subsequent transactions between the government and the applicant or requesting party regarding such specific application or request. The receiving officer or employee shall issue an acknowledgement receipt containing the seal of the agency, the name of the responsible officer or employee, and his or her unit and designation, and the date and time of receipt such application or request.
Let's continue this discussion. So, ngayon, na-discuss natin is all about denial of application or request. So, based on the law, denial of application be explained in a writing stating the name of the person who denied the same and the grounds upon which that is based. The next one was limitation of his signatories. So, ito lang naman is documents ay kailangan magkaroon ng tatlong pirma. So, pero halimbawa hindi naman available yung pipirma, pwedeng magkaroon ng pamalit basta magkaroon siya ng authority na pumirma dun sa nasabing document. Halimbawa ay, for example ay ako, so ako yung mismong authority din mag-leave ako, magkakaroon ng official leave. So, mag-iwan ako ng isang tao or bibigyan ko siya authority na pumirma para sa akin. And then, electronic versions, Sections 3 mandates government agents to create electronic version of licenses, clearances, permits, certification, authorization, equivalent to sign hard copies for easy printing in offices. So, ano lang. Next one is adoption of working schedules to serve applicants for or requesting parties. Heads of offices agency which render services shall operate working schedule to ensure that all applicants or requesting parties who are within their premises within official working hours are attended to serve every during lunch break and after regular working hours. So, halimbawa sa isang government agency, kailangan na mag-adapt ng working schedule na kung saan walang lunch break. So, parang magkakaroon ng rotational. Halimbawa ay sa window 1, may papalit muna, gano'n. Para walang lunch break. Tuloy-tuloy yung working, yung transactions. So, itong part na to was napapansin na rin natin sa mga iba't ibang agency. So, wala kang makitang wala kang makitang lunch break na nakalagay. So, tuloy-tuloy yung transaction. Even lunch, pwede tayong punta sa government. Or even, sa lahat. Next one is identification card. So, dito, sinasabi lang naman na lahat ng employee or officials ay magkaroon ng all employees transacting with public ay magkaroon ng ID, identification card. So, mandate sila na magkaroon ng ID. Next one was establish of public assistant competency test. So, each agent, office, or agency shall establish public assistant competency test in all their offices. Parang dito yung may message din. May tao doon nakasign kung saan pwede kang magreklamo, complaints, or magtanong whatever. Yun ang pinaka-purpose lang. Next one is the constitutional basis. So, Article 2, Section 27 of the 1987 Constitution, the state shall maintain honesty and integrity in the public service and shall be take positive, effective measures against graft and corruption. Next one, processing time. So, ito ay nabanggit na. So, ni kanina, ni Ms. Richal. So, must be acted upon with the period prescribed in the agency of a citizen charter which should not be longer than. Kapag simple transaction, 3 days lang, working days, ito ay maximum. Complex transaction, 7 working days. Yung high technical transaction is, ang base sa law is merong 20 to 29 working days. Yung, this was the, so sa ibang reference, may mabasa tayong 3, 7, 20 days rule. Yun yung kapag usapin ng processing time. Next one is the anti-red tape authority. So, ito yung mga, yung mga rule or dapat gawin ng mga anti-red tape authority. Una is monitor and evaluate compliance of agency and issue of notice of the warning or non-complying employees official. Next one is mag-initiate an investigation upon receipt of complaint, refer to the same corporate agency of against for violation. Next one is assist complaints in filing necessary cases with ng CSC, ombudsman, and other appropriate courts. Next one is recommended policy, mag-provide ng technical assistance, advisory opinions in the review of the proposed national and local legislation. Next one is the advisory council. So, ang trabaho ni advisory council, mag-promote ng policy and programs na mag-aid sa anti-red tape authority or hindi, tutulong sa anti-red tape authority rather to perform its function and enhance the country's competitiveness as well as improve the ease of doing business. Next one ay details sa violation. So, sa violation is unang violation na violation ay yung refusal to accept application requests with complete requirements being submitted by applicants or requesting party without due cost. So, yung isang public officials o public employee ay hindi pwedeng bawal tumanggi. Especially kung yung requirements naman ay kompleto na, ganyan. Hindi pwedeng, dahil, halimbawa, ako yung sa window 1, so tinanggal ko yung isang individual kasi ayaw ko sa tao ngayon or whatever. So, bawal yan. Next one ay imposition of additional requirements other than to listed in the citizen charter. So, hindi ka pwede magdagdag ng additional requirements. Halimbawa ay may posted na requirements kung ano yung dapat dalhin. Ay, hindi mo siya pwedeng dagdagan. Imposition of additional requirements, hindi pwedeng magdagdag. Next one is imposition of additional costs not reflected in the citizen charter. So, hindi ka pwedeng magdagdag ulit ng bayad nang hindi nakasasaad dun sa citizen's charter. Next one is failure to give the applicant or requesting party a written notice and disapprove application or request. Next one is failure to render government services within the prescribed processing time or any application request without due cost. So, next one is failure to attend up to applicants or requesting parties are within premises or the agency concerned prior to the official working hours during lunch break. Next one is failure or refusal to issue official receipts. And lastly was fixing or collusion with fixed consideration, economic and other gain or advantages. Next one ay ito naman yung mga penalties and liabilities. So, kapag lumabag ka doon sa mga violations na nabanggit ay ang first offense is 6 months suspension without pay. So, suspension tapos wala ka pang sahod. The next one is second offense was dismissal from the service but total disqualification from holding public office in forfeiture or retirement benefits, imprisonment of 1 year to 6 years with a fine not less than, so hindi bababa, magbabayad ka ng hindi bababa sa 500 and not more than 2 million. So, that was the first and second offense, penalty and liabilities. The next one was criminal liability. So, ito ay about incurred through the commission of bravery, kung bravery, extortion, when the violation was done, deliberately and maliciously to solicit favor in cash or in kind. Next one is the administrative jurisdiction vested in the Civil Service Commission or CIC or the Office of the Ombudsman as determined appropriate laws. So, next one was the who is fixer. So, any individual whether not officially involved in the operation of government, office or agency who has access people working therein, not collision with the facility speedy completion of transaction for pecuniary or any advantage consideration. So, fixer, so familiar amongst some of us already familiar with fixer. So yung mga tao naglalakad ng papel. Halimbawa, ako, gusto ko so yung, halimbawa, ano ba? Halimbawa, may yung PSA ko. So, kaya ko pa siya pumunta Kalapan. So, magbabayad lang ako ng 500 sa fixers na siya nang bahala. So, yun sila yung mga nag-asikaso ng papel. So, based sa law, ng labag yun. So, hindi inaan ng batas na magkaroon ng fixer. So makikita natin yung ibang posts and other, ng related dito sa RA 11032 ay yung mga promotion and advertisement related sa fixers. So, like yung no fixers, ganun. So, hindi pinagbabawal siya na pag doon. Then, next one was ito yung at yung dito sa part na to. So, ito yung some difference between Anti-Red Tape Act 2007 to RA 11032. So, ito lang naman yung some difference is not general. I mean, ito yung based lang sa na research. And then, so, based dito, some of the difference between Anti-Red Tape sa RA 11032 ay the implementing rules and regulation of IRR o OIR were issued by the body tasked with supervising the acts, implementation with collaboration of Department of Trade, Industry, Civil Service Commission, and other government branches. Together with the Department of Trade, or DTI, the Service Commission, and other government agency, the body responsible for overseeing the acts, implementation, and release the implementing rules and regulation IRR. Next one was all executive department, government offices, and agencies, including LGUs, government-owned or controlled corporation, or GOCCS, and other government instrumentalities, both domestically and international, are now covered with the law. This includes quasi-judicial bodies that offer services pertaining to both business and non-business related transaction. And lastly, a citizen's charter is required by all government agencies to establish accountability and recognize good performance. It includes a checklist of requirements, person responsible for each step, so unrequired fees, procedures of the service, maximum time to complete the process, and procedure for filing handling complaints. Itong part na ito is makikita natin siya kahit dito sa school, dyan sa ating registrar. So, makikita natin yung sa bawat anong kailangan natin. So, nakalista yung mga requirements, ano yun saan pupunta, so on. So, part yun ng batas. And next one is all updates must be posted by March 1 each year to ensure compliance with the directives. Each agency must classify transactions and services assigned. The maximum processing time imposed by the law is 3 working days nga sa bank for simple transactions, 7 working for complex transaction, 20 working days for highly technical application for those posing danger to public health, safety, morals, and policy. Failure to run the government service within the prescribed processing time may lead to administrative and criminal liabilities. The citizen's charter should also set a maximum period for pre-processing application, automatic approval, or automatic extension. Clearance permit authorization is also significant part of the Act and the IR. So, the end. So, dito nagtatapos yung aming report na it's all about RA 11032. That's all. Thank you.